Hello everyone, HisRoyalFatness here and welcome back to the channel, and today I am going to be in the BC-25t. I know I just did the how to play video, but I have good reason for posting again, which is that, as you may or may not know, Wargaming just buffed the BC, and my gosh, this tank is amazing now. What Wargaming did is they increased the horsepower on the engine, and they increased the accuracy on the gun, like the dispersion factors while it's on turret rotation on the move, and it's just so much more accurate. The gun can snapshot way better than it used to, and the tank just feels a lot faster. And I had this Hall of Fame game within a few battles of playing the BC after it got buffed, so I was like, why not? I'll do a replay breakdown today. So let's jump right into it. Now, I am on Black Goldville, and if you had watched my how to play BC video, you know this bush I'm in. There's one on the opposite side that I went to, and it's a mirrored map, so you can take both positions. And you can see I'm getting good spots in and really nice snapshots. Now, after I got those first two shots, I pulled down. I thought the AMX would spot me. It turns out he did not. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push into the town. And that's because with the view range on the BC, I know the enemy team is not going into the town. I would have spotted them by now. So what I can do is I can just really quickly start flanking the enemy team. And it's going to work out pretty well. Now, I do have a little bit of ping issues during this battle, so some shots are just going to kind of miss that. You can actually probably see on the replay just the slight lag in the shot. Yeah, like right there, that shot just went nowhere, which is annoying. But it won't really affect the game too much in the end, because I'm still going to pull through. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just getting a rear shots in these heavy tanks, and I'm trying to focus this AMX 5120, but then I realize, okay, well, I'm just going to push on the 4005. He's way overextended in the open. I'm going to shoot HE. Now, as you can see, that 4005 has a spall liner, so I'm not going to use the HE again, because the BC-25t's HE alpha is relatively low. So when a 4005 is running the spall liner, which reduces HE damage, you're actually going to do, in general, less damage than with your AP ammunition. So just shoot AP at a 4005 if it's using a spall liner. If it's not, then definitely load up the HE there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flank around and try and kill this 183, and the gun is just so much more accurate. It can just snap shots off, and the old BC would miss a lot more shots. So I'm just loving this tank right now. It's probably my favorite tank at tier 10, without a doubt. So I'm going to put another shot into the AMX 5120, kind of dipped down there, had a little bit of a gun depression issue when I drove up the hill. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push on this AMX. I can see by looking at the enemy's looking at the mini-map that the enemy team has pulled all the way up, and this AMX 5120 he's on his own. So since he's isolated, I'm going to kill him, and I'm angling up here. Just to try and use my upper plate as a mechanism that could bounce, because the upper plate on the BC is actually very bouncy if you get at an angle. So definitely, if you have to poke on an enemy team in your BC, remember to angle it out. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm focusing the low health target. So next target is obviously going to be this Waffenträger, and he's going to get deleted very quickly. Now instead of shooting the 57 heavy, I do want to put a shot on this STB. Unfortunately, I missed the shot there. I hit the Waffle's carcass. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to juke this STB. I can see he's pushing up to a position where he'll be hull down. What I want to do is I want to act like I'm running away, and that's to encourage the STB to pull out of his safe position, right? He thinks I'm running away. He's probably going to chase after me, try to see if he can get a shot into me. What I'm actually doing is I'm waiting for him to get exposed so I can push on him and reclip him. Now I'm looking for the STB here, and I couldn't quite find him yet, so I start pulling forward, and then there he is. He's in that bush. He was trying to see if he could shoot me running out, which is perfect, and I put a nice snapshot in there, and like I said, this gun's amazing. It can just snap shots off so much more reliably on the move, and we get a very quick delete on this BC, no problem. So what do we have here? We have two tier 10 heavy tanks, and my E5 is going to go down real quick. Now, I'm going to focus this T57 heavy, and the reason I'm focusing the 57 heavy is he's more of a threat to me. He has the autoloader with 1200 clip damage, right? He's much more mobile than an IS-4, so me killing this 57 heavy is a priority right now. The IS-4, while it's a good tank, it's a lot easier to outplay than a 57 heavy, especially when you have to push. And what you'll notice here is the VK90 on my team is actually AFK. He's not in the game right now. He hasn't been in the game for a while. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to act like I'm running away and wait for them to start shooting the AFK VK90 and then push in. So I know they're probably going to be greedy and go for damage, and that's exactly what the enemy are doing there. So I waited for my opportunity, and then I pushed right back into the 57 heavy to get a clip into him. Just so happens the VK90 wakes up, so I'm easily able to put an HE kill shot into the 57. So using him as bait, and if you're in a situation where you have an AFK teammate, definitely try and use them as bait, and then use that to your advantage and push it onto the enemy when they're distracted. Now, there's nothing this IS-4 can really do. There's a VK90, and there's me, in a relatively healthy BC. I could have been a little more aggressive here, but I didn't want to risk it. I'm a potential 2-shot if the IS-4 high rolls me, and I don't know how good this VK90 is as a player, so I'm just going to push in once the IS-4 gets distracted, and that's great for me. So I get a full clip into this IS-4. Now we're at almost 8,000 damage, and here's where I can make a little bit of a mistake. If you look at my ammunition bar, I only have 1 AP round left, and unfortunately, I'm not going to realize that. So when my clip loads in, I'm only going to have 1 AP, and I low roll the AP very, very bad. So I don't get the kill here, but luckily for me, this IS-4 is having a hell of a time trying to kill this VK-90. I mean, that tank has a lot of frontal armor. So yeah, that's the game. It was pretty good. I liked how I used my teammates and really juked the enemy a few times during this battle. Waited for them to get distracted and push in. That is what you want to do with the Batchat. So I hope you enjoyed today's replay. It is a second Hall of Fame for the Batchat 25t, at least as of right now. So I'm pretty happy with that result. Please feel free to like the video, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.